Hello, you guys. I am doing this a little different today, and I will kind of get into that why I'm doing it a little bit different. My husband had to work late tonight. Some things are changing at his store, so I'm going to just kind of go right into this. I know I like to chitter chatter quite a bit, but I don't have like much news, but I figured because I'm running solo tonight and I have my daughter and she's sitting on the couch behind me, I hope we can stay live doing this and all goes well with her. But like I said, since he is at work pretty late tonight, and you know, it just happened to be where she didn't want to eat dinner. I was trying to get her fed about 5 o'clock tonight. She didn't quite want to eat. So I'm hoping that she can last through this Facebook Live of mine, so she doesn't start yelling. Woo, pretty warm there, Frida. That was the other thing that I kind of want to tell you guys. We are having a huge monsoon storm. It started happening probably about a half an hour ago. Again, I'm hoping that our weather kind of stays okay and that I don't lose internet connection. If I do, I will try to make a video and throw it up on YouTube and then throw it over here on Facebook. But oh, you're out on the deck watching the rain. Yeah, it's still coming down right now. There is, you guys may hear the rain coming down there, and I can't guarantee that you're not going to hear some thunder crashing out there. I'm telling you, it's kind of a pretty big storm right now. Our chances for rain are like every day this week, which is fabulous. We so need the rain. This weekend I'm a bartender. When they need me, I kind of just do it as needed. I don't work a regular schedule, so they asked me if I would work this weekend down at our local VFW here. So I bartended this whole weekend. I worked Saturday and Sunday. It was kind of nice to just have kind of a different scenery, visit with people that I haven't seen in a while. I do tend to try to do it at least one day out of the month. I try to work and visit with everyone because it's just kind of nice to get out of the house and have kind of a little switcheroo. But yeah, so that is kind of what has been going on around here. And yesterday, as we're I'm sitting down there working, and the rains came in, and it was so nice because it rained for probably a good maybe 3 hours steady. And I was kind of worried that, we have to deal with some flooding and stuff like that when it comes down for such a long time. But surprisingly, the ground really absorbed the majority of it that was coming down. Like, we didn't get, at least over where I was at, it didn't have any crazy huge puddles. It didn't make any muddy messes. The ground really absorbed all of that moisture. So today, on the other hand, at my house, we've got quite a few streams going across. My road is actually a wash, so it's full of water out there right now and looks kind of like a giant river. Because we get from where my mom lives, she lives up about 3 miles up the hill from us. So she called me about a half an hour before it started raining down here, and she told me it was dumping pretty hard up at her house. So hello, Florence. Hello, is that Jeanette? It was dumping pretty good at her house, so I knew that it was going to start kind of heading down this way. And so, yeah, we're getting their residual rain coming down and flooding my road. So that's just the way it works. So I'm going to get into this. Like I said, we'll talk about some other things going on here. I am Danny Garola with Stampin' the Pink Barn. This is episode number 98, you guys. Hello, Peggy. So as I've been telling you guys the last few weeks here, that come on episode number 100, hello, Anna. We are going to be having a giveaway. And it's either going to be a stamp set or a die. I haven't decided quite yet what I want to do. So stay tuned. I will probably come up with how exactly it's going to work by next week, and I will let you guys know next week on video number 99. And then you guys will definitely have to make sure, hello Melanie, make sure you definitely come in here and set that reminder. It is over in my events page here on my Facebook page, Stampin' the Pink Barn. Go over to the events, you will go down, you'll see the graphic for every Monday. It's on there. That I have, so the date of that is going to be, what did I say? The 12th of September will be our 100th Facebook Live. So, oh, you're from Canada. Fabulous. Oh my gosh, I so want to visit Canada. My parents went there on their honeymoon, and they have talked about how gorgeous it is there. And actually, I'm kind of an avid crocheter, and I follow one of the crochet guys through the Facebook page and stuff, and he lives up in Canada. And gosh, I tell you, he'll be out walking around in his property and whatnot, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Now, I'm not quite sure whereabouts he lives, but holy Hannah, that is on my bucket list that I definitely want to visit. I think my parents went to Vancouver, Canada, and geez, the pictures that they came back with, it is so green and so beautiful, and just, oh, that's the kind of climate that I want to be in. Now, I know winters get pretty hectic there, but I'm okay with that. So you just hunker down during the winters, kind of like vice versa here in Tucson, Arizona. We hunker down during the summers because it just gets so stinking hot here. You can't really go out and do much in it. So, like I said, we are on episode 98. So, again, the 12th will be, or no, the 5th, no, where am I? Oh, wait a minute. I really messed that one up. So it will be the August the 8th. Geez Louise, I really jumped ahead there. Not September. It will be August 8th will be our 100th episode. When I flipped the calendar, I grabbed August and flipped it too. So no, August 8th will be our 100th video. So make sure you come into that one. So, oh yes, Florence, that's right. You are from Canada as well. Oh my gosh, you guys. Fabulous. So let's get straight into this, and then we will kind of talk about some things as we're going. So right now we have the Sweet Sunflowers Paper Pumpkin Kit that is currently running. This goes through August 10th, and then it will be no longer available to grab unless they get a lot of them that they can put in the store as a kit. But otherwise it runs through August 10th, and then another one will start up on the 11th. This one is all about those sunflowers and the little bees that come with it. Gorgeous kit. One of the things that I wanted to let you guys know going on right now during celebrations, you guys can buy the Paper Pumpkin prepaid subscription, so you're not signing up to that monthly and having money come out of your account every month. If you don't want to go that route, you can actually go through the prepaid subscription that goes 3-month, 6-month, or 12-month. And right now, the reason why we're kind of like promoting this so highly is because of the fact that you get celebrations free products when you buy, like I said, either the 3-month, the 6-month, or the 12-month. So that's when you can get some of those celebrations freebies. You can find the prepaid portion over at shopdannygarola.com. Hit that shop button and it'll take you directly into my store. And up at the top, you can hit the little, it looks like a magnifying glass. That is the search engine. You can search right there. You can type in prepaid and it'll take you right in and tell you all the details about these. But this little graphic right here tells you that if you buy a 3-month prepaid, you can get one of our $50 celebrations items. If you buy the 6-month prepaid, you can get 2 of those $50 ones, or 1 of the $100 items. Or if you buy the 12-month, you can either get 4 $50 celebrations or 2 $100 celebrations items. So that is a really good thing to know. So the way that works is once you purchase that prepaid, they will then send you a code to your email. You will then go to paperpumpkin.com, and that's where you will put in that prepaid code that you would get from your email. All right, right now it is a great time to join my team. We have the Making Plans bundle. You can check this out over on my blog. If you go to stampinthepeakbarn.com, and across kind of the center under my graphic, there is a home button, a adhesive kit, a promotions button. If you hit that promotions button and scroll down, you will see the Making Plans, and you can read all about that. I've taken some still photos and some close-ups of all the products that's included in this Making Plans bundle. So the way it works is you go to Stampin' Up or look at your catalogs, any of the current catalogs running right now. You can pick $125 worth of product. They're going to throw this beautiful planner, 3 notebooks, and this Making Plans stamp set on top of your $125. They're going to add that free for you. They're going to put that already in your kit. You're only going to pay $99 for all of that. So sit down, make yourself a list. Maybe you already have a list that if you're a customer and you've been looking at things, make your list, get as close to $125 without going over. Don't go over that $125. Go over, go to DannyGarola.com, go into my store, and instead of hitting that shop button, scroll across and hit the join button. Once you hit the join button, it'll take you right into that. You can join right from there. Put all of those products up to $125 right there into your store or into the store, and you can join, and they'll throw this freebie in on that. Great way of planning out whether you have a business, whether you want to just be a discount shopper. You can keep all of your plans for 18 months in that great little kit. We've got some super cool kits going on right now. These are just a couple of new ones. So if you go over to the store and you go to Kits Collection, they will bring up all of these kits that we have going right now. These are just a couple of the new ones that they have just brought out. This is called the Best Remedy. It comes almost like a paper pumpkin, where you get your stamp set, you get a ink spot, and then you get all the cool die cuts or embellishments that go with these cards. But just know that with your paper pumpkin, your very first kit is going to come with a clear block for you to mount all your stamps on. Now, when you buy kits, every kit is going to come with one of those. So that's a good way to really get your stamp pad collection built up to get some of those clear blocks for your bigger stamps and all that kind of stuff. The other one that we have going on, again, it comes with one of those clear blocks. This one is called this Love This Memory Notebook Kit. This is great if you've got kiddos at home right now for the summer. Let them, because most of them all have, you know, their technology devices, phones, all that kind of stuff that they took to school with them. They probably got some really great pictures of last school year. This is a little kit that they could make to put all their memories in and print those photos off and do some really cute little journaling and stuff and have just a little memory keepsake that they can have for years to come. Mystery stamping. I do this once a month. You can also see this over in my events here on my Facebook page. The dates are all on there. So normally how it works, so let me look at the calendar. So for coming up August, the actual mystery stamping Facebook Live that I will do is on the 17th. It is also at 6 p.m. I will put the supply list up in the events page or over on my blog. You will see it there. If you go across over, if you're at stampinthepeakbarn.com, go across that bottom, you're also gonna see I have mystery stamping there. I always update that with the current mystery stamping that we have going on. So on the 10th, I will give you guys the supply list of the products that you need to have, or dimensions. Everybody's going to have different products because you guys are all going to have your things and your colors and your stamp sets and everything that you want to use. I will just give you the dimensions of pretty much the items that you need to have. And then we will have the actual event on the 17th. And then you guys, after the 17th, I will post a picture of my card over on my group, which is the Pink Barn Stampers group. So if you're not a part of that, go over there and join that. I will post a picture of my completed card on the evening of the 17th. You will then be able to create your card. I give you guys a full week to create your card and then get your picture of your card posted in the comments under the card that I have made on, and then I draw a winner from those comments, from the cards that you guys have made on the 24th. So some lucky winner who joins in on Mystery Stamping will win a beautiful prize on the 24th. Last month, I gave away one of the Simply Chamois. Most of the time, I give away either embellishments or a roll of ribbon, something like that. So it's a fun little thing to just join and make a card. We just get to make cards together that way. Adhesive kits, again, you can find these over on my blog underneath the adhesive kits. It'll tell you how to, purchase it and whatnot, but this comes with a 6-inch clear ruler, a mini dimensional, it comes with a full package of mini dimensional, full package of regular size dimensionals, a green glue, a sand eraser, an adhesive remover, plus a full brand new package of glue dots and a tear and tape. And then that all comes in a really cute little clear bag that you can take with you. This is really cool. Go to the store, purchase yourself some snips. We sell our fabulous snips that are very, very popular in my store, shopdannygorola.com. Those are great to throw in with your little kit, and that's pretty much all you need, and you're good to go. I also am selling, I have a surplus of cards that I make during this time. And I have to downsize my supply of cards because I just can't get rid of them fast enough. So I am offering these for you guys. Hello, Kathy. For you guys at 20 cards for $25 plus priority shipping. So if you are interested in that, you will also find out the details over under the promotions over on my blog. All right, let's do our giveaway, our card giveaway. So the way that works is every week when I make the cards, I will make 3 cards during my Monday lives, and I give those away to people who comment on this video right here. Also, people who throw those thumbs up, throw me some of them hearts. I add you for one of the giveaways, and then we have whoever shares this video. That is when I give you guys the opportunity to, so I make 3 cards and I step them up with every one that I make. So the last one, the most stepped up one, goes to you guys who share this video. And make sure you write in the comments that you have shared this video for me. Hello, Karen. Because that's the only way that I know, because sometimes some of you have some of your settings and your privacies set. So even if you share it, I won't know that you have done that. So make sure you write in the comments that you have shared this video for me. So I know to add you to the giveaway. All right, so let's go ahead and give away these cards. So card number 1 that I made last week was using that Celebrations deal. This is thank you guys so much. Thank you, Karen, for sharing. This is, so make sure you come back next week to see if you have won the cards. So that's the way you know. Sometimes you guys are not on my, you haven't, what's it called? Or you're not following my page. So therefore it won't let me tag you and let you know that you have won. So I kind of leave it up to you guys to come back the following week to see if you are the winner, because you guys will have to send me your address if you haven't already previously won a card from me. So this is that Wonderful World. This is that $100 freebie in the Celebrations right now. It's the one that comes with that stamp set, and it comes with this gorgeous paper. So for liking last week's video, this goes to Brenda Stowe Hodnett. I hope I'm saying her last name correctly, but please get a hold of me. Send me through Messenger, send me your address, because I do not have your address. So if you guys know who she is and if she's on here, maybe she's watching at the moment. I don't think I saw that name pop up, but if anybody knows her, shoot her a, a message and let her know that she's won this card so I can get this in the mail to her. They come without any writing on them. Sometimes I will stamp a sentiment in there during our Facebook Lives, but if I leave it blank, I let it be for you guys to decide what you want to put inside of there. Because this card right here, I didn't feel that putting a sentiment in there was something that I needed to do, because this card could go out for so many different things. I'm going to leave that to, up to Brenda, what she wants to do with this card. Okay, card number 2. This is for commenting on last week's video. This one is using that new Bewitching bundle. And now that I put in the inside, hello, Kay. On the inside of that, it says, "You've put a spell on me." Again, I've told you guys this set is probably one of my favorite right now because I love, love, love the Hocus Pocus movie. And because Hocus Pocus number 2 is coming out, it's like all the rave right now. And of course, these hats, it comes with 3 different hats, which remind me of the Sanderson sisters. And then, of course, that little sentiment right there, that is not from the Bewitching set. That is actually from the Best Witches set. But it went perfect with this. "You Put a Spell on Me." I absolutely love that song, and it's one of my ringtones during the fall Halloween time. Okay, so that goes to, I didn't even say who that went to. That goes to Magna Martinez. So Magna, this is going to come in the mail to you. I do have your address, dear. Okay, card number 3. See how I was saying I step them up as I go? This little gorgeous, of course, pink barn. When I saw this inside of the catalog, I was like, holy geez, that set was made for me. So whoever designed that, thank you very much, because I knew I needed to make it a pink barn. It wasn't going to be your traditional red barn for me. So this card here, did I put a sentiment in? Okay, it's the most wonderful time of the year. So Merry Christmas to you and yours. This one goes to Miss Patty Rutledge. And this was for sharing last week's video. So thank you so much, Patty, for sharing. This will be coming in the mail to you. Yes, I love the barn cards. I was absolutely sold on that. Okay, so let's get to making today's cards. So for the first card, I am going to come in with, this is another one of the Celebrations items. This actually coordinates with one of our bundles over in the July-December catalog. Now this is called Rings of Love. My daughter just fell off the couch in there, so I'm gonna have to go pick her back up and put her on the couch. This is the free 12 by 12 with a $50 purchase. This paper is beautiful, and I'm showing the flip sides of each one that are on here. And so this paper coordinates with the Ring of Nature bundle, which is over in the mini catalog, just to let you guys know. They do tell you the coordinating bundle right here, and they tell you the page in here, so you can go check that out if you're interested. Okay, so we are going to be using this beautiful little birdie paper. I love the colors that are in this paper. You've got your Night of Navies in there, your mint macaron, and some of that, what is that? Crushed curry. So let me get the stuff out to make that one. And you know what? I grabbed the wrong color paper. Hold on. I actually grabbed soft sea foam instead of mint macaron. See, I would have really slaughtered this card. So let me see if I can get a card base out here of mint macaron. Perfect, right there. So let me get this out of the way. Is that mint? No. Hold on a second. That's not even mint macaron. Jeez Louise. Oh, I grabbed Pool Party. Okay, we need mint. Not Pool Party. Okay, so I'm going to cut this down here to make my card base. Quick question for you guys. Can you guys hear my daughter's TV going in the background? Because I know if that can be heard, Facebook will shut me down. And then if I try to upload it over on Facebook, they will also do the same thing. So just want to make sure I am being louder than her TV and you guys are not hearing any of that going in the background. Okay, good. Glad. Yeah, see, I grabbed out soft seafoam because I thought it was soft seafoam that went behind that. But I guess it's mint macaron. And now that I look at that, it looks a lot better with the mint than it did the soft seafoam. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys can't hear that. All right, so my card base is 8.5 by 5.5, and then I just folded it. And then this piece here is 3 3/4 by 5. That is going to be my layer. And this piece here, I think I did it 1/8 of an inch smaller. So yeah, so 3 5/8 by 5 7/8. That is just going to go right on the top of that Night of Navy. Then I have a scrap piece of Night of Navy, so we can do some die cutting with that. And then I have I think this is 2 inches. Yep, 2 inches by 3 3/4. This is just a piece of vellum. That's gonna go over the front of that card. So let me get out my mini emboss and cut machine here. And I am also coming in with the Amazing Thanks dies. Now I was going to, what was I deciding to do? I think I'm gonna put on there Amazing You. You could put You Are Amazing. There's also Thank You. But I decided to do Amazing You. So I'm just gonna take both of these here and just die cut these out. Now I'm not going to use in this set here, there's actually some shadow of those words. I'm just gonna actually use just the words for this card. I'm gonna layer it on top of this vellum here. Oh, did you guys hear the thunder on that one? Whew. Yeah, it's making some noise out there. Now this is one of those very simple cards because remember how I said I start out with the simplest card and then we kind of like step them up as we go. So with this card, I have made it also in a different paper and I'll show you that as well. And I use the word thanks on there. But just to show you how easy it is that you don't, and there's no stamping going on this. Got the back door listening to it. Did you just hear that thunder? Because sometimes you don't always hear it when I hear it. Yeah, this is like my most favorite time of year here. Yesterday, as I was sitting at the post down there, it was funny. It reminded me of like fall. And I know we're like in the middle of summer, but the months are going by awfully quick this year. And fall will be here before we know it. Just this rainy kind of dewy weather and just the thunder and the lightning, it really took me into that fall mode where I was like, I'm ready to break out the fall decorations. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's not even the end of July yet. What am I thinking? Well, it is the end of July, but you know what I'm saying. I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm so ready. Well, then one of the girls that was sitting there, she goes, you know that they've already started putting fall decor out in the stores. And I was like, nope, I haven't been to the stores yet, so I don't get out much. That's what I was saying. I go, yeah, me and Amazon have a love-hate relationship because it's just so easy for me and I don't have to deal with any of, wow, that one was really loud. I don't have to deal with any of the mess that goes on. Well, because it was, crazy thing is after I had said that, one of the girls had came in and she was telling us how took her son starts kindergarten this year. She took her son out to do some school shopping. And they were at, you know, the store Marshall's it's kind of, you know, like a Ross or whatever. You wouldn't think much goes on there. Well, she was down here at the local Marshall's and she was getting school stuff for him. And she got in line, but she said before that there was a guy in there and he was acting really super sketchy. Like, she said every time she turned around, he was like just around her. And so they would keep moving around to get away from him because he was just being weird. And so she went and she got in line after they picked out the stuff, and he got in line right in front of her right before she stepped into line. He got in line in front of her, and I guess the employees were watching this guy because of the way that he was acting, and making my dogs go nuts with that thunder. They were catching on to what he was doing because of the way that he was acting. And so they opened up one of the other check stands for this guy. So he like acts like he's going to go to the line, and then he dips out the front door carrying all of this stuff that he had in his hands. Well, a couple of the employees, and they were female employees, chased him out the door. He turned around and pulled a gun out on them and told them that they better back off. He's not afraid to use his weapon. His wife zooms up in between, like, or whoever she was. I don't know if it was wife, girlfriend, whatever. This chick pulls up in front of him in a car. He jumps in the car and they swoop off with all of his products. But I was like, see, that's exactly why I stay at home and I shop on Amazon. I was like, that is just crazy. So, I mean, her son was pretty scared because he saw the whole thing happening, and, you know, to a small child, that's kind of scary. And of course, when they got in the car, the little boy goes, well, if Papa was here, that wouldn't have happened. So I thought, well, his Papa's his hero. That's pretty cute. But yeah, it's getting just crazy out there that, you know, nobody wants to leave their house anymore, and Amazon does make that awfully easy, so I'll take it. All right, so I just put some glue dots on the corner of this to hold this in place, and then I'm just cutting, because when you're done with your dimensionals, don't throw this stuff out. Well, at least I don't think you should throw it out, because I like using it for cutting off just these little thin pieces here to put on, you know, things like this that have like little thin words, but I still want to pop this up. So this is the word amazing. Do you guys hear my dogs? They hear the thunder. You'd act like they never heard it before. And I'm going to just kind of put this on here a little bit crooked, just like that. And then we're going to put the word you. Where are we going to put this? There we go. That works. Amazing you. And then we're going to glue this down to the card base. Okay, just like that. Now let me get out some, we're gonna need some embellishments on this. So I didn't pick earlier because I wasn't quite certain what I wanted to use. Ooh, is that mint? Ooh, we've got some blue up there too. Let's look at these. These are those new solid faceted gems. That's not really the right color blue, but I think this almost looks like mint macaron. So we're gonna go with it. So let's put some of these on here. Maybe they're pool party, but we'll just call it what it is. Oops, that one lost the backing. There we go. There we go. Just put some bling on there, and then now we got to put a card base inside of this. Oh shoot, I didn't cut any card bases. Dang it. Hold on, let me cut some card bases because I normally have my little thing full of them, and I don't. Oh, my son came in and picked her up and put her back on the couch. I didn't even hear him come in. Okay, so we're gonna do 5 1/4, 5 4, and this is just basic white here. Okay, so this is gonna go on the inside, and I have this paper sitting here handy so I can cut off a strip for the inside. So let's make this 1/2 inch. And then we're gonna go down to 5 1/4. Okay, so this is just going to go down this side here. Oh my gosh. So I think it was me and my mom were actually just texting about this. I think it was either Saturday night or Friday night. I know there were actually 2 nights in a row that we had it happen. Around 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, we had a major like thunderstorm come rolling through. I literally like jumped out of my bed. It scared me so bad because when you're in a dead sleep, you're not expecting it. And it cracked so loud outside. I wake my husband up and I go, "Oh my gosh, did you hear that?" Because at first, when you're startled out of a sleep, it takes your brain like a few minutes to figure out what is going on around you. So I wake him up and I go, "Oh my gosh, what was that?" And then all of a sudden we hear the rain just start hitting the windows, and then the winds come through, and I can hear it hitting our carport. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, that's like crazy wind going on out there. And then he jumps up and he goes, "Oh my gosh, all the hay." He goes, "The tarp got blown off the hay earlier that day, and he forgot to cover our hay up." So at 3 o'clock in the morning, he goes out there to cover our hay all up. And he comes back in, and no joke, this guy is soaked. Like, he went outside and had a shower. So he comes in and he gets in bed and he goes, I can feel that he's like kind of like still moist. And I go, "Okay." I go, "You don't come to bed when you're all gross and wet like that." And he goes, "What do you want me to do?" I go, "You could at least go in the bathroom and like dry yourself off." But he had already done that. It was just, he was a little bit moist just from just coming in the door. But yeah, it was kind of funny. But then, like I had said, that I was down there working, and everybody was coming in talking about that storm that had hit. Now I'm just putting a 1/2 inch piece across the bottom here to make our envelope nice and pretty, so our envelope matches. So people were coming in and they were saying that the wind was so bad where they were at that it was actually ripping awnings off of their houses and picking sheds up and literally like tossing sheds. And I was like, wow, that almost sounds like some tornado business. And I do know that we've had little small, you know, nothing to write home about tornadoes, but nonetheless, when the wind is that hard that it's categorized as a tornado, you know that it's kind of bad. Okay, so there is card number 1. That is Amazing You. And I just put that little strip down the inside to give us, you know, a little bit of that carry over. And then also along the bottom of our envelope. So card number 1. Ooh, thank you guys. I'm glad you guys like that one. So let me show you the other one that I made. Now this one is using, what paper is that? That is that new, oh shoot. This one right here, Awash in Beauty, is that paper. Now this paper is gorgeous. This is in our annual catalog. And so, gorgeous, gorgeous colors. So I created this one here and I just did the word thanks. And I used the Mary Merlot and the Balmy Blue on this one. And then I just put some of these leftover little iridescent sequins that I had. So I just thought that one turned out really pretty. And I was like, I'm going to recreate that with this other paper that I have. I think my daughter's show stopped. So let me go switch that for her. Oh my goodness, girl. Why are you falling off of the couch? Come on, stay up here. Don't fall off again. I'm putting a new movie in. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to give that a few seconds because I know it has to go through its whole little beginning shindig, and then I'll have to get up and go hit play again. Okay, so card number 1 is done. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way here and then get on to card number 2. Is it ready to hit play? All right, hold on, you guys, because for some reason that disc doesn't want to work for her, which I don't have any idea. That's a brand new movie. Ugh. What is going on here, bud? Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. We'll get that started for her. All right, so card number 2, I am calling the woohoo hippos. Now I am using, this is also another freebie that is inside of our celebrations. And so are these two here. Now this is with a $100 purchase. You get all these awesome phrases, sentiments here that you can coordinate together. This comes with 16 stamps, like crazy, right? And then these two are separate, but they coordinate together. These are both freebies with $50 purchase. So $50 for this one and $50 for this one. So this is the dies and this is the stamp set. Now these dies alone are so buildable. You should have told me earlier. I would have come over. Of course, I would have had to stay. Well, you know what? It is what it is. And hopefully everybody's willing to cooperate with me since I am, you know, if they're moms, they get it. Then it's just the way we're going to have to roll today. So I'm not going to stress about it. Normally I would work myself up and get all stressed out about it. But you know what? It's just life. And I can't do anything about it. So I figured, you know what? I am just going to not have myself get worked up. She's my child. It is what it is. And I am her mom and it's my responsibility. So if I want to do my Facebook Live then it's just gonna have to happen with her in the background. So, and you guys are gonna have to put up with me getting up and down a couple of times, but I'll try to be quick about it because you guys didn't come here to just watch my table. All right, so my card base is thick, basic white. This is 11 by 4 1/4. And then you're gonna need a scrap of white. Now this is awfully big scrap here, but it's just kind of what I threw in my little thing. You don't need this big of a scrap. I'm actually gonna go ahead and cut this down because we really don't need this big of a piece of scrap. Did it start up for you? Okay, good. I'm glad it just automatically started. And then we're gonna need a scrap of, or a couple of scraps of, this is sweet sorbet, this is crumb cake, and then some more white. I don't know why I put 2 pieces of white in there, but whatever. Then we're going to be using the stamp pads. I'm using all of the in colors on this. I did make a different card that I'll show you the other color coordination that I did. This is Orchid Oasis, Parakeet Party, Sweet Sorbet, and then Tahitian Tide. So let's get these stamped. So I'm going to use the word woohoo. So the way I mount my clear stamps, especially when they can be kind of finagled and I don't want it to be twisted or anything, I want my words to be straight, is I just throw it kind of down on my desk. And then when I go to pick it up, I know that it's straight, because once you've kind of just let it naturally take its own shape, it'll stay where it needs to be. Okay, so I'm gonna take Orchid Oasis, and I need to grab my chamois. And I'm gonna stamp. Okay, I'm gonna move this so I don't wind up getting my fingers in anything and then touching that, because that hasn't happened ever before. Yeah, right. Okay, there's woohoo. Okay, now we need it in Parakeet. Ew, that one didn't come out too well. Let's do that again. Ooh, you know what? My parakeet is awfully soaked. So let me kind of, I love these Dollar Tree spoons. I just buy them by the bags, and then I keep them handy here because of that reason. Sometimes you just need to move your ink around. Ooh, much better. Okay, so there is Parakeet. Now we're gonna need Sweet Sorbet. My ink is really, really soupy. My goodness gracious. These are fairly new, so normally with new pads, you have to kind of come in and move the ink around on them because they do come really juicy, which is not a bad thing, but when you want your words to come out correct, and they just won't do that if they're really, really moist like that. I know that was a gross word, but it is what it is. Okay, now we need Tahitian Tide. And I'm gonna flip this over and do it right along here. Actually, no, I'm not, because you can see through that. I'll grab another piece over here that I had, and we're gonna do Tahitian Tide on that. Ooh, that one's really soupy too. They must have really inked these ones up. Okay. My goodness, those are just really wet. Well, we're gonna call that good because it's better than what it was. All right, so that's Tahitian Tide. And then, where did I put my, oh, and then we need a scrap of Tahitian Tide. Where did I put that? I had a great big scrap. There's the scrap of Tahitian Tide as well. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna pick the best one of these because since I have so many of them, and I'm gonna just cut that out of that paper and do the same thing with my parakeet and my sweet sorbet, and then our orchid. Don't know if that one looks better than that one. Oh well, we're just gonna go. All right, then I'm just gonna kind of take my scissors and not being super like careful, but just go closer and kind of fussy cut just a little bit out of these, just to get kind of a closer cut. Oh, you can hear Caden's video. Okay, hold on. Hold on. All right, is that better? Is that better? Can you now not hear her video? I just turned it down a little bit. I try to keep talking just so you guys can't hear it over me, but since I just switched the video, maybe that's why. We'll just hope that they don't, when they go to do the listening of these things, sometimes they'll clip out just that part of it, but they don't like copyright problems, and makes sense. You can still hear it. My goodness. All right, if I make it any lower, she will start raising a fuss because she won't be able to hear it. Now I do have my fan on, so I did tell you guys that because I know that makes some weird, crazy noises, but the fan will at least kind of muffle the TV, so we'll just, like I said, we're just gonna roll with this here. I'll just try to keep talking or making noise or whatever, because I know I get pretty focused, especially when I'm in here trying to cut this, because I'm not the best at fussy cutting. It's not my favorite thing to do, but it makes this really cute once you get it where you want it. Okay, that's better. All right, good. Thank you guys for letting me know though, because that would have been really bad. Okay, when I'm fussy cutting these, I'm just cutting between the O's. That's where I'm kind of just putting a little bit of a dent in between those two O's and doing it on both words. And you'll see why here in just a minute. Okay, and then cut down by that W. All right, there we go. So those are all cut out. And then we need to grab our card base, and what we're going to do with this, kind of hold that down a little bit. Maybe I should open this up. Maybe that might be better. Okay, I'm going to bring my now words in here, and we're going to stack these on here. I think I'm gonna go like that. I think I want this up here. And then I think that looks good. Yep, I like that. Okay, and then we're gonna pop those up on some dimensionals. So I like to do that dry fit first and see, because sometimes colors don't look the greatest by each other. So when you do that dry fit, it kind of just lets you see, okay, well now I can move things around, but once I've already adhered them, I'm kind of stuck. So do that with some of your colors. When you've got them together, do a dry fit first and see if you like those colors together. Because not all colors look the greatest together, side by side. Okay, there's that one. Now I've seen a couple of my team members on here. This morning over on our team page, I posted our Make It Monday challenge. And so with Make It Monday challenge, now that's just for team members. I did one where you need to make a card using anything from that celebrations catalog. And there is a fabulous gift for the random winner of that. So get your guys' cards made and get them put over there in that. And that is not on the Pink Barn Stampers group. That is on our main team page. Okay, so there is that little woohoo part that I'm doing. And then I need my crumb cake to cut out our boat. So if you look at all of these dies, you have like a little boat right here. You've got some hearts. You've got a little bucket. You've got like the lifesaver ring, some goggles, some another part of the goggles that go with the snorkel, umbrella, some flowers, some greenery, and then you've got this wave. We're going to use that as well. But right now we need the boat to cut out the crumb cake. Okay, and so Magic of TV, I've already got that done here. And then with our sweet sorbet, we need our, as you can see, we need an umbrella. So we're going to use the little umbrella die for that. And so there's the umbrella. And then I need I'm going to move this over here out of the way, my little pieces. Now, when you cut this piece here, I just want to let you know the bottom part does not cut. So when you go to lay this down, you need to watch your width of however you want, how wide you want this piece, because it's not going to cut your ends unless you have your piece cut out at the right length of this. So let me show you what I mean with that. So I don't want a really wide little wave. I'm just going to go right like that. So I'm going to go cut this out. Okay, and then I also cut out two of the little, these are those little water splash marks. I cut out two sets of those with this Tahitian Tide. So I'll bring all those little bits in. Okay, there's the other little one. All right, so see what I was talking about? It doesn't cut it completely off. But that's where, knowing what my width is going to be, I can come in and I can just snip this right at the ends to make it the size that I want it. Now, I want it even a little bit shorter than that. So I'm just going to come in and I'm just going to kind of just go up like that to make it look like those waves are still moving. Okay. So this is where we need to bring in our card. I'm going to place this. Now this is that Tahitian Tide. Now I'm going to make it look like my little boat is kind of moving up on that water. So I'm just going to run like a little dab of glue here. And then put this kind of like that. Like it's going up and over those waves. Okay, then we need to take another scrap of white and pick out what hippo we want to use. Now I like this little guy because, you know, he's holding a flower. This one's dancing, and I'm just going to use just the little solid one here. And I'm going to use Memento. Just like that. Where did I just, oh, there's the lid. Now for the inside of the body, or inside of the nose and the stomach part, I'm going to come in with our, these are the skin tone blends. I'm going to use a couple of these. Now I'm just trying to see what colors I like together. So I'm going to stick with, this is SU1000 and this is SU700. Then I'm going to have my, my smoky slate, dark and light right here. Okay, so the highest number is the 1000. It is the lightest out of our skin tone, and then they go darker as you go lower in number. It's kind of confusing, but that's just the way it is. So this is the 700. So I'm going to use this to do a little bit of shadowing around this little hippo's face. And then I'll come in with the 700, with the 1000, and just kind of blend that all together. Now I do know there is a marker tip on the back of this, but for some reason I always go to this little nibbed end. It's just kind of my thing. Okay, now I'm going to bring the darker one in and do a little bit of shadowing right along his neck and down here on the end of his tummy. Okay, and then now let's bring in our grays. So this is the light. And kind of again where the face meets the nose, bring in some of the dark and then blend that out. And then I'm going to actually add a little bit of this light color to the inside of the ear. Okay, now come in with the dark for a little bit of shadowing here. blend that out. Oh my gosh, hold on, my daughter fell off the couch again. Ah, what are you doing? Why do you keep coming off of there? Just stay up there, you little squirt. Stay up there. Quit falling off. Well, and my son put pillows up in front of her, so when she falls off, her feet stay up on the couch and it's just her head that comes off. All right, I'm just bringing some of that tone, that skin tone in for the toenails. All right, just like that. And then I'm going to use the die right here, and I'm going to die cut this little hippo. Okay, so there's my little hippo. And then we need our boat. And so my little hippo is just going to sit right behind that boat. Just like that. And then where did my, there it is, my little umbrella. Always reminds me of that Rihanna song. Ella, Ella, eh, eh. Every time I say the word umbrella, it's where I go. All right, then my little umbrella is gonna get the little, well, let me see here. It needs a, right here. That's gonna stick right there, okay? And then I'm gonna put some glue on the back of the head because that's gonna touch. And then down here by the boat because that's gonna touch. All right, so just like that. Glue that down. And then now I'm gonna take this, since it's going to touch that. Pull that piece off, put the little umbrella there. Then I'm just going to put just a little dab of glue underneath here to hold that bottom part so that it doesn't get ripped off. Okay, and then let's do some splashes. So we're going to do a splash right here. What's up, girl? I heard ya. Do a splash there. Let's do this little splash here. Going the opposite way. Just like that. Okay, and then we'll do another one down here. And then I'll do one here. And then let's do one more up here for good measure. Just like that. All right. So, what do we need to put in the inside of this? If we say woohoo all along the outside, we can say woohoo, you're on point. That's kind of cute. So let's do you're on point. And let's do that in Tahitian Tide, since it's so bright and cheery. And I'm going to put that kind of down here towards the bottom. Just like that. And then that gives you lots of space to write to your recipient. But isn't that so cute? But hold on a minute. We need a little bit of Wink of Stella for this water. So we're going to make that water sparkle. And same with these little splashes. Because why not? Everything needs a little bit of sparkle here and there. And what do you guys think of that? Isn't that so cute? Oh, hold on. We need to put a little bit of different color pink inside of the mouth. There we go. So I just used a light flirty flamingo for the inside of the mouth. So isn't that really kind of cute? It just steps it up just a little bit. Hello, Rhea. It really steps it up because you're popping those words up. Now, if you don't want a fussy cut, you absolutely do not have to pop those up. I just kind of liked what it did for this card by adding the dimension to that. And so with that, you know what? I don't think I have any ideas to come up with to make a super cute. Maybe I'll stamp a hippo over here on that envelope to make that envelope match. I think maybe I'll do that, but I'm not going to color it right now because I don't want to take up any more time. I'll just stamp him down here, and then I won't do the full body. I'll just go like that. And then I'll color that later because I have to stick another piece of paper down inside of that envelope so my color doesn't seep through to the back, because that's not cute. So we'll do it like that so it coordinates. Super, super cute, right? You guys love it? Okay, so that is card number 2. So let me get all my messes out of the way here. So we can make card number 3. Now, when I am done, I will throw over on my blog, I will put the PDFs for these cards. It's going to take me a little bit because I have to upload this video to YouTube, and that takes a while because I am pretty rural, that my internet is not the greatest thing. And then I have to write out the PDFs for you guys and then get that put up over on the blog. So give me a couple of hours. I always say, to be on the safest side, just wait till tomorrow, because sometimes it takes me all wee hours of the morning to get everything written up, because I do have a child that requires my attention. She just fell off the couch again, but now she's laying on her stomach, so I'm just gonna leave her alone, because she seems to be kind of content on her stomach. All right, so now let's bring in the stuff to make card number 3. Okay, so here is another one that I made of that hippo. This is just using, this is Old Olive, Coastal Cabana, Mango Melody, and what did I use? I think it was Melon Mambo. So I did a different color combination on this one. But with that one that I did just now, I wanted to make sure she rolls off the couch. Yes, that's what she's doing. She keeps rolling off the little couch behind me. So with this one, or with the one that I just made, I wanted to show off some of those new in colors because they are so gorgeous and they do work so well together. But this one was just one of the ones that I created first and then kind of just redid it. So that gives you another little color combo as well. All right, so this one, we are going to be using quite a few different things on this as well. So I am using the Peaceful Moments. Now, I'm not using the stamp set for this, but all I needed was, so actually I'm not using Peaceful Moments, I fibbed. I'm going to be using the Painted Labels dies, and the only piece that I'm using out of that is this little border right here. Now I'm cutting that 4 times in black, okay? So I cut that out 4 times in black. So you're gonna get 4 of, oh look, I already got red ink on all over myself. I swear, the second I touch any kind of red ink, I'm a hot mess. So there are 4 of these little borders out of black. Now I'm gonna set those aside and hope that I don't lose any of them, but it's not the end of the world. We can cut more. And then that's all I need out of the painted labels for that. Then I'm using Hello Harvest along with the Rustic Pumpkin dies. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use these pieces down here, and these got shoved to the back here. Now I was cutting it in different colors and I realized I wanted to use Cajun Craze, not pumpkin, but since I already cut them, why not leave them out and hang on to them? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a piece of scrap of Cajun Craze, and I'm going to cut out the big pumpkin here, the one that has like these little, and it embosses as well as cuts. So I'm going to do that one and this smaller pumpkin. I'm going to do both of those. And when I do, I come out with these 2 pieces. Then I need a piece of crumb cake, and I'm going to die cut the stem out of crumb cake. And when I do, it comes out with the little stem. I need gold, and I'm going to use this little squiggly here, like it looks like the vines of the pumpkin, and then this one here. And so when I do, I come out with these 2 little, look at how pretty these are. They're so dainty, but so pretty. Those are the little vines for the pumpkin. Okay, so we needed a little piece of gold foil. I think we need, oh, here is my card base. My card base is also Cajun Craze. Now this is 8.5 by 5.5, and we're just gonna fold it in half here without losing anything. Okay, and then for my fall leaf 3D embossing folder, this is new in the JD catalog, the July to December catalog. Now what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to prop this in here, but I'm going to actually use it as if I'm going this way, because all I want to see is it be up on this corner, because my pumpkin's going to sit here covering this, so I don't necessarily need to have all this be done. I just want this side here done. So let me run this through the folder, or through the embossing machine. Now remember, your hinge of your embossing folder needs to go through your machine first, so you don't wind up breaking that hinge. Okay, so when that's done, that comes out looking like this. Now, normally I would spray that with water to give it a much crisper look, but it is just fine the way it is. And then, oh shoot, I forgot to cut a piece of the most important part. Eek. I am going to use this piece here. Now this is from that gingham cottage paper. This is a huge paper pack. This comes with all this paper, and it is a 12 by 12 pack. And it has so many coordinating colors with it. So I'm going to be using this one right here, but I'm going to use the black and white side. But yeah, this is a huge paper pack. Love it. Okay, so this piece that we need this cut at 4 by 5 1/4. That is going to be our card front. So we're going to lay that down here. Just like that. I love that Cajun Craze. It is such a rich color. So I need my crumb cake ink and my Cajun Craze ink. I'm gonna need this border or this die cut there, and another piece of black scrap. What did I just say that I need? Oh, Cajun Craze. All right, and then I'm going to use some of my blends. So I need one with brown. Now these are not the ones that we sell, these are, but since I only have like 6 or 7 of those, there's some colors that I just use these little cheapy ones that I've gotten off of Amazon. So this is, I need crumb cake for this one. And then I need a piece of scrap paper. I'm gonna set this aside. I'm just gonna roll this a little bit in my crumb cake and get kind of that smeary look off, and then kind of just rub this around on there. And for what, I don't know what you would call it, but for some crazy reason, it makes the coolest look to it. The color stays inside of, remember how I said that these things also make like an embossed little look in them? It makes this embossed print. Now when I sponge color on there, it goes really dark inside of the areas that have been embossed. Now why it does that, I don't know, but it makes an amazing look to it. And then kind of just go around the edges, giving it more of that distressed look. Okay, there's the little stem. Now with this and this, I'm going to use Cajun Craze. Now see how it really darkened up those embossed places? It really makes that embossed pop. You can see right there, you can see it, but you can't see it all that great. Now wait, when I do this, you'll really see those pop. And just kind of distress a little bit of the outside of that. Okay, just like that. Okay, that's all I needed to do. Oops. Now, of course, everything is going to go falling off my desk. All right, now with these two pieces here, I'm going to take 2 dimensionals. And pop up this little center piece. Just like that. So there's my pumpkin. Now on here, on my scrap of black, I'm going to take Versamark and my embossing buddy. Just kind of lightly rub that across there. Now we are selling the embossing buddies again. They come with a whole embossing kit. It's actually with this suite using this Hello Harvest. It's actually in with this suite. So you could buy the whole shebang and get that added. What am I looking for? Oh, my stamp. So I'm going to use this Wishing You Loveliest Day, the loveliest day. And Versamark. And just stamp that on there. Now turning my fan so it doesn't blow my embossing powder everywhere, I'm going to grab my white embossing powder. Okay, just like that. Close this up so I don't wind up melting any of my powder. And then I'm going to grab my heat tool and just heat set that. Okay, now let's move some of this stuff out of the way. Grab our mini emboss again. And my plates. And then here it is. And then that banner that comes in with those dies. Now, because my paper just got a little warped from the heat, I'm just gonna throw some washi tape on here to make sure it really holds that in place so it doesn't shift when I go to run this through and make that crooked. Okay, and just lightly pull that washi tape off. Okay, and there's my little banner. Slide my little banner back in there so it doesn't go taking off anywhere. All right, now where did okay, here's my little white part that I need. My card base is here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 4 little pieces here, and knowing that my pumpkin is gonna go right here, when I go to put these on, I'm gonna do the ones on the right-hand side. I'm gonna do them across, because then where my little seam is gonna be, which is not, you're really not gonna notice it, but it's gonna be behind the pumpkin. So if anybody does notice it, it's gonna be hidden. So I'm just going to put a little tiny bit of glue across this. And then lay this right on the edge. Just like that. Okay, and do the same thing along this. Okay, and then I can cut off this excess here. Okay, now I'm going to take the other two and do the same thing on the reverse side. Now it looks like I got a couple of these little black pieces stuck in here. Now again, do the same thing on this one. So I also have started a series for some of you who already know, but those of you who don't, I started another series over on YouTube because I know some people don't care to be on Facebook. So I'm doing a cards and coffee over, or coffee and cards over on my YouTube page. You can go over there, Stampin' the Pink Barn or Danny Garola. It'll take you to either one. There is how to spell it, Stampin, not Stampin. So there's no G at the end of that. But you can find me over there. Also, that's where I put my blog videos from as well. So if you go later and go to stampinthepinkbarn.com, like I said, give me a little bit to get this up and running. I will have all the dimensions and everything to these cards. You can go directly to my YouTube page from my video and it'll take you there, but then you can look at my lives, and I'm 2 episodes in. So this Thursday, which is the 28th, will be episode number 3 of that. I do 1 card there, but we sip coffee and we kind of talk and just doing what I do, making cards for you guys. But like I said, I only make 1 card over there at the moment, since it's kind of right in the middle of the day, and that is at 12 o'clock Pacific time. So I do need to make some events. I will create a couple of events here on Facebook to give you the link to go straight to my page. I think my YouTube page might be linked on here, but I'm not quite certain if I put that on there. But I'll have to go back and do that. All right, so this is gonna go right in the center of this gingham piece. So I'm just gonna glue this straight down. Try to get that pretty centered. Now I'm not being precise and lining it up or anything. I'm just gonna lay it on here and call it gravy. Okay, just like that. Oops, and I put it on upside down. So thank God I'm using green glue, so I have a little bit of wiggle room. Okay, just like that. See, nobody would know, right? Only you guys. Okay, this is gonna get adhered right on there since we've already popped up that front piece. But I'm gonna dry fit it first because we need to put this piece over the front of that. just like that. So I'm just gonna put 2 dimensionals on the flagged part here because the center is going to glue right into that. Hopefully this card will put you into the fall mood. So I'm just gluing that right into the center of that. See, normally I shouldn't have pulled those pieces off so I could have put it on here, but I already did it, dang it. So we'll just make it work. So just like that. And then we got to add these little pretties here. Just like that. And then this one. Is going to go right like that. Okay. Now we need a little bit of bling. What? Oh, there we go. I want the brushed metallic adhesive backed dots. Okay. I'm going to use these gold right here. Oops. Put one right there. Then one more. Maybe right up there. There we go. So there is the last card. So as you can see, we did quite a bit on that. We did some heat embossed, some regular dry embossing, quite a bit elements on this card, but I think it just makes that card so stunning. Let me grab an inside for that. Thought I had an inside sitting here, but maybe I've used it. All right, and then I had this little strip right here that we're going to use for the inside of that card. So a little 1/2 inch piece to go along the bottom. So let's see, do we want another sentiment in there? Wishing you the loveliest day. We can say you are such a blessing or you are missed. What do you guys think? Missed or blessing? If you won this card, what would you want it to say in the inside? Blessings or missed? Blessing. Okay, there's one blessing. You would leave it with nothing. Okay. Hello, Edith. Okay, what are we thinking? Give you guys a few more seconds. All right, well then I'm just gonna leave it blank because then that's just easier anyways. And then you guys, whoever wins it, can decide what you want to put in the inside. So let me just put this in here, and then we will get an envelope for this. Yeah, I think leaving them blank leaves it up to whoever wins it. You guys can kind of decide what you want to put inside of it depending on who the card needs to go to. Let's see, what should we put on the front of an envelope? Ooh, you know what I'm going to do on the front of the envelope? I mean, it's not going to be on the front, but watch. We're going to go like this. We're going to take this and we're going to tuck it. Now watch. So what I did was I took that flap of that envelope and I tucked it over inside of this embossing folder. Now give me 2 seconds and I'm going to show you that you guys can emboss your envelopes also to give it that extra touch to match your card. Okay, so now watch. When I pull this envelope out of here, look at that. We have those leaves on our envelope to match our card. Gorgeous, right? I love when I use an embossing folder for that. Sometimes I forget, but I'm glad it came to me. So that is card number 3. Now let me move some of this stuff so I can bring all the cards back in. Oh, look at you guys. You guys are so awesome for throwing up them thumbs. I'm glad you love them, Anna. And we are still on the hunt for that birthday card, Anna. I swear it is driving me nuts. Because I'm like, I even asked my post lady, I go, do you remember? And she said, she goes, I only remember, you know, she was telling me about my mother-in-law and that kind of stuff, sending cards and my father-in-law. She goes, I don't remember seeing any other birthday cards. So I'm still hopeful that it will come. Oops. So maybe it just got shifted in the mail or something. So let me put these the right way for you guys. So card number 1, 2, and 3. So this one will be for liking, this one will be for commenting, and then this one will go for anybody who has shared the video. You will all be entered into the drawing. So the more times you do all 3 of those things, you'll get entered all 3 times. So then you have 3 times the chance of winning. And it actually happens every once in a while that somebody on here will win 2 of the cards. I haven't had one person win all 3 yet, but I have had one person win 2 cards for doing 2 of the 3 things. And it just happened that I used the wheel of names random drawing, that it was that person's lucky day. That's why I was like, you better go win the you better go play the lottery. So all right, you guys, thank you so much for sticking with me. I hope you enjoyed these cards. Look over tomorrow over on stampinthepinkbarn.com. You will find still photos of these cards. You will find close-ups. You will find dimensions. You will also find the PDF that you can save to your device or print off if you want. There's also shopping lists on those PDFs. So any of these products that you would like. Right now, this is my current July host code. Thank you, Magna, for sharing. The Woohoo is the best card. Yeah, isn't that great? I just love that little layout. This is my current July host code. So if you place an order with me, please use this host code. You can copy and paste it from over on my blog. It's also attached inside of the description of this video. If your order is over $150, do not use this host code. You are going to get some rewards, and I want you to have those. So thank you so much for sticking with me. I will see you guys hopefully on Thursday over on YouTube. if you guys are YouTubers. I would love to see you guys pop in and comment over there on my live. Like I said, that is at 12 o'clock noon Pacific time. So that's 1 o'clock Mountain, 2 o'clock Central, and 3 o'clock Eastern. Like I said, live on Facebook, or I mean live on YouTube. Geez, get my platforms correct here. And then every Monday I am on here live doing the 3-card class. Mondays at 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 o'clock Mountain, 8 o'clock Central, and 9 o'clock. You guys are troopers watching me at 9 o'clock at night over Eastern time. So have a great week, and I hope to see you guys Thursday. If not, I will see you guys on Monday, and hopefully you are one of the winners of these cards. All right, you guys, have a great night. Bye.